of it back, I mean, you could just hear that ball sizzling in the air.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 31-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Hamler now on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Good.
On third down, Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On second and a yard, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Again, Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up the...
Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30. 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Taking it about the 1. K.J. Hamler returning it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs continue to... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Mahomes right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 16.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Play action. It's Wilson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. Bulldozes past him.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 105 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
Touchdown, Broncos.
K.J. Hamler.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one.
And returning it, here's Hamler. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The busy night continues for Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 161 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, and now a fumble. The ball's out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chiefs continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
On the out route, he finds Hardman. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He's going to keep this again. He pitches it out. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd.
And now here is another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker now to add the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both...